All right. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna let the AC run for a little bit longer here. All right, welcome, everyone. So, this is not the. Is that good? I think that's fine. So, welcome. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Uh, I don't know. I felt like I had something that I wanted to say when I started out, and then I forgot. That's okay. So, that's fine. No worries. I'm sure it'll come back to me. So I hope everyone is having a good day. Oh, we have 10% off gem cards at Best Buy. Interesting. In North America. Go get your gem cards, friends. We'll do a poll. Okay. Let's do that. Um, all right. So let's do that. Okay. Well, pacifist. There we go. Let me turn this off. It's kind of like, yeah, it's really irritating. So, welcome everyone. I've been having a good day today. I have some, uh, really only people that know me personally will know this. But I've had a couple of junk cars in my yard from, just from like years ago a little bit, where my old car and my sister's boyfriend car that's like just it was just sitting there. And yeah, so I wasn't sure what to do with them because they didn't run. And yeah, so I was like, what am I gonna do with them? So I had a guy approach me the other day and he wanted to buy them because they were junk cars anyways. They like didn't run. I didn't know what to do with them. I know I wasn't gonna get a lot of money, but he was like, nope, like I can buy these for so and so money, and I'll come and pick them up. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Lord. They've been sitting in my yard for God knows how long now, and it looks really tacky. So I'm glad. He hasn't come and picked them all up. He picked up one of them today. But yeah, so that's super exciting. Um, Other than that, my sleep schedule has been even more like just really incredibly like all over the place. Where I was working on a video yesterday until like 5 a.m. and then I actually didn't sleep until the guy got here, which was at 1 in the afternoon, and then I went to bed at like 2 in the afternoon, and then I slept at like 6 at night. Yeah, my sleeping schedule has been crazy, and I don't know what it is. Actually, like the other day, I woke up and I was like, um, I was like crying. Like I just started crying for like an hour. I was just crying. I don't know. I'm like, am I stressed out? What's happening? Am I dying? I don't know. It's okay. So that was a little bit venting there. It's hot in here. I need AC on. I'm like, I don't need it. No, I do. As soon as it's off, I'm like, sweating. That's what I get for living in Florida. So, but yeah, so it's pretty much really funky with my sleep schedule still. So that's fine. If anyone was interested in knowing about that, that's not taken care of yet. Is this actually working? What's happening? Oh, it is. It sounds really strange. But yeah, so that yeah, I'm working on, like I said, so I was working on a video. I'm working on a video. I should have that coming out in the next couple of days, and it's actually a theory video that I've made, which kind of, it's like a almost like a continuation of the theory of the deep sea dragon theory video. And encompasses, I talk about like minions and stuff like that for the deep sea dragon. Not a name or anything, but just kind of like looking at what we have seen of the minions and stuff. And yeah, I think, guys, what I'm gonna do, I don't have it anymore. Do I have bank access like anywhere? They don't give me bank access. The next time I get bank access, I think I'm gonna log into my one character that has unlimited tools that I don't really use on that character, and I'm gonna get those because I'm kind of tired of buying all these and having my inventory like loaded. I mean, not like I need my inventory for anything, but yeah. So, but yeah, so we're having we're doing this still. I still have I'm having a good time with it. I think in a way, in like in its own way, and that wasn't the goal of this, but in its own way, this run has kind of ridiculed the core game because of just because of like how everything is, like how easy everything is, how power creep is, to the point where now as a warrior I just need to equip word up. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, friend. But yeah, it's kind of you know, you see it, and you know, we're getting attacked here, and they're not even hurting me, and it's kind of, I don't know, in a way it's like ridiculing the game. I'm not trying to do that. I really thought this would be a little bit more challenging, but I do think the challenge is coming. I still think that there is more challenge. So I think once we hit like, oh, I'm like kind of see-through today. Let's fix that. I just noticed that on the thing. It'll be, that's better. You can kind of see my green screen, but the lighting is shit. It's shit in here, guys. It's shit lighting in here. All right, moving on. Yeah, I was watching Mind Over Meta's video the other day. He does such, guys, go check him out. I know that like he's more popular than me, I think. God, I'm so humble. No, but I just think like based on what I see numbers wise and stuff, I just think a lot more people watch his stuff. But for the ones that haven't watched his stuff and have been watching my stuff, go watch his stuff because it's really genuinely funny and really good stuff. So it's really interesting. Those builds are really nice, and it's really cool to see the stuff that he does. I really like his content. So go check that out if you haven't. Yeah, there you go. I don't know, because he's talking in chat, so I was just like, So I'm thinking about that. You know, I love this little cave. I feel like they should have done more like this, with like frozen over spider webs. That's a cool idea. They need to do more with caves in general. I really always enjoy when I go into a cave in Guild Wars. Like I'm always like, ooh, because I don't know. I'm like, there is a type of game that doesn't exist in this world that I would love to have to like, that I would love to exist, which is like this, like in my vision of this game, which would be probably like my perfect game, would be yeah, oh I know, yeah, I completely agree with that, because like he knows how to like articulate himself really well, and like I even commented on his videos. I'm like, you like you say like the, I don't know, he like knows how to like just, you know, say words better than I do. And it's just really great because I watch it, I'm like, oh my god, yes, that's exactly how I feel. So it's good to see that, you know, it's good to see that. I'm a fan of that very much. Um, I don't know, does he stream? He needs to stream. Like, I would watch his streams all the time, but yeah, so anyways, in my perfect game, it's like a dungeon explorer game, but it has like RPG elements, but it's all about like exploring like a world. I don't know, it would be close to like how Skyrim is maybe, but more like, I don't know. I really, between like Skyrim, I can probably do this without, yeah, I can feed these guys. I can revive them and feed them. Um, I don't know. I like a exploring with like medieval theme with like magic and stuff, like, you know, like a real fantasy setting, but a little bit more like how like the like Bloodborne was, Dark Soul, like the Soul series, like Dark Souls and stuff. But like more about like exploration and going into like dungeons and stuff. Like I love going into like catacombs and stuff. Like that was always like super interesting to me, and like Guild Wars 1 dungeons are like that, where you like go into these catacombs and you like pretty much explore these like underground ruins and stuff. But I'd love to do that as I like go explore the world. So you kind of do that in like the Elder Scrolls game and stuff, but I don't think that they go like deep enough, and like I want there to be like these like huge cities underneath and stuff like that. Like and I don't know, stuff like that. Like I don't know, just because I say the Soul series because I enjoy the way the visuals are. It's good. It's going good. It's still really easy. So I'm not really having a hard time right now. So I'm kind of going in harder areas to kind of give myself a little bit of a challenge. Maybe die a couple of times. Because at this point, and I said this earlier, like I feel like I'm almost like trying to ridicule the core game because I'm literally just walking around on 4 signets and I'm not dying. Nothing is really a challenge. Like it's inconvenient at best currently when I'm doing stuff. So it's like one of those things where I'm like I'm not trying to ridicule the game. I want to really like I wanted a challenge. But this is kind of like, okay, just hop around a little bit, walk over here, go over here kind of thing. So, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm going into harder areas. This is like higher level stuff. Oh god. So hopefully that'll give me some challenge. I think once I hit like the late 40s, early 50s, it's gonna start picking up really bad. Like to the point where I might die a lot. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be doing other runs, and then with the other runs, once I'm able to, you know, if I'm doing the Pokemon challenge, I'll have only my pet attack, and I won't like, you know, I won't be able to like use a weapon and stuff. I'll still use signets on it and stuff, and my traits and stuff. And then even on the other runs, even if I do no traits or no utility skills or something like that, I will still, like, at that point, the challenge is gonna change a little bit because I'm gonna go for like 100% world completion, like map completion or whatever. So because at this point for this particular run, the only goal I really have is to get to 80. There's nothing else I can really do with this challenge. So it's just, you know, it's kind of like, oh, I know I can I send these back? I can. Yeah, go back. So it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, you know, I only have one goal with this, where with other challenges, I have a little bit of like more options on what to do. So I don't need any weapons. What is this? A blanket? No. Ooh, that would be nice. More healing power? Let's buy him. can't hurt, you know? I get more than enough karma. But yeah, so far, so far. Ooh, someone wants a first-person run. That's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about the logistics of that. I feel like a lot of people, you know, because if you're in first person, uh, you know, and I swing my camera around like really easily, I feel like some people might get like motion sick, with that. But yeah, I think, um, I don't know. Like maybe I could change if I do first person. I could change the field of view. Does that help? Nope, that makes it worse. So I actually had it at a good setting there. That actually makes it worse. You want it a little bit farther out like that. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. First person is interesting as well. I'm gonna be doing these same polls over and over again, because I know some people like miss my streams. They can't necessarily always answer on these, so it's gonna be a little bit of a repetitive thing with that.
Feels nice.
I don't know, can you do anything with these? I know they used to have like the kneel ones or the salute. No, the bow, right? Wasn't it the bow ones for these? Maybe not. It's that one bear shrine that has that. So. No, I'm actually running. So I have healing. So I'm trying to grab like toughness, healing power, and vitality. Whenever, but my thing is for the gear, I'm not allowed to TP any gear. I can only use whatever merchants I have around the world. So to kind of give myself the challenge of like, hey, if I don't find any new gear, then I'm kind of boned. But yeah, so like this one, for example, is completely useless except for the divinity runes. The divinity runes help a little bit, but you know, having power and condition damage doesn't really do anything. Vitality here is nice. Power doesn't do anything on the thing. Healing power is nice because it helps with the signet. So I'm trying to get like power, vitality, healing power, or toughness, vitality, healing power gear pretty much. But yeah, I'm pretty much just grabbing whatever is best. And I you know, I have these. You know, there's toughness on here. I only have this toughness ring, toughness there. So whatever I'm getting through leveling up and whatever I'm getting through the karma merchant, because if I'm buying armor in the TP, then I'm just gonna be OP because I can just buy toughness, vitality, healing power, and I'll be like unstoppable. You know, it's gonna be like insane. There's no way that they could kill me if I get like dodge, because I have like endurance regeneration too, so I can just dodge more often than other, you know, than regular. Like this recharges really fast. So but yeah, so I'm pretty much just buying what I can find off of merchants and stuff like that. Like, what does this guy have? He is just a regular merchant. Okay. Oh, I can sell those these. So that's pretty much the challenge here, is just get through. Like I said, I'm going to like higher level areas now. I'm gonna move slowly towards ore now. I'm only level 30, but yeah, and I want to harvest as much. That's why I have all this stuff here, because I want to harvest as much as possible, because that's a ton of XP too. Like, it accumulates a lot. Ooh, run away. Run away. You know, these fucking trains have been really pissing me off. Yesterday, so I've been working on a video, like I was talking about earlier. I'm working on another theory video. And yesterday, oh my god, I was getting frustrated with myself because I had to like redo my audio like God knows how many times, because it was like, ooh, oops, let's just deposit all these, deposit all that, let's get rid of this, can't eat anyways. And so like I'm trying to re-record this audio like 3 times because I'm constantly like getting pissed off at what I'm like saying, and I'm like, oh, this is wrong, or this is not what I want to say, or like I'm really bad when I'm like concentrating too hard on what I'm trying to say, and then like I get like, I don't know, is that like ADHD? Like I stumble over my words and I'm like, oh, you know, and I'm like going too fast and I'm like, I gotta breathe and relax. I don't know. It's hard sometimes recording audio. And so I was trying to do that and then I couldn't get this right, couldn't get that right. So great. Nothing I can use there. Can throw that away. Can I can't salvage those. Bye. So and then I'm in the middle of like trying to this doesn't even do anything for me really. I'll still equip it. I'll still level it up. The signet there, it's gonna be 9. I do wanna, I have enough there, so that's fine. I'm gonna do this, equip that. It's not helping me, but at least it's gonna not flash at me the whole time, and I get the cool bubbles that come out of me. So but yeah, so I'm trying to record for like the 3rd time this audio, you know, and it's like a 15-minute like audio thing, you know, like 15-minute video. So I'm like doing it for like the 3rd time. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. And just as I get to like the very end, the loudest train you've ever heard just comes like through. And I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me right now? Oh man, I was so upset. I mean, of course I like paused it, but then I had to like delete like the last 10 seconds of what I'd said, and I'm like, really? I was just, because once you get like a good rhythm and you like a really good talking and stuff, because there's so much crap that I gotta like cut out. It's, you know, I say repetitive things. I say a lot. I say like a lot. I say kind of a lot because I'm just not good with words, which is, you know, terrible for someone that makes content, but you know, whatever. So it's like I have to like edit this audio so much. So when I'm on a roll where I'm like, I don't have to edit this a lot as I'm going along, I know I'm saying the right stuff and like everything's flowing really well. And then you have the train coming through like, me. I'm like, great, you just ruined this flow for me. So, okay, I can do this. I started this last time a little bit. Oops. Ooh, we could do, you know what another run is that I could do is the cat tonic. I kind of, do you guys think that that's a valid thing? I feel like that would be really hard to do, but the feisty feline tonic, it is a combat tonic and you do get combat skills. I wonder if I could do a challenge like that. It probably wouldn't be world completion because I feel like there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't be able to do, but I think maybe to like level 80, that would be interesting. I don't know. Would that be interesting? Would people be interested in that? Like a feisty feline run? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, that might be something I'm interested in. But it wouldn't be something where I'm like going for 100% map completion because it's just really hard, I think, to do that. So, but I thought about that. I was pitching that to the guildmates the other day, and they're like, oh, it might take you a long time because they don't do a lot of damage. The feisty feline, the skills are just pretty bad. But I don't know. It could be fun to just kind of run around and do that. Just an idea. Super interesting. I can do this hard now. I remember I was getting frustrated last week. So I could do that. The issue with it, the issue that I have with it is that like when I record my streams, the quality isn't that great. So they're not super high. Really? That's it? I got 6 and it's like, oh god, terrible. It's gonna take me forever. I'm just gonna finish up the heart and leave or something. So I don't know, it wouldn't be like super high quality stuff. I don't know, it's an interesting notion to think about. It's just a lot, because I would have to go through a lot, and I don't like, I'm honestly, and it sounds kind of like an excuse, but I'm pretty busy these days with a lot of stuff, especially videos and stuff. So You know, because by the time I'm done, this is going to be months and months of me streaming, right? It's going to be months and months of me doing this stuff. Because I'm already at like, because I did, I don't know how many streams. This is the third one after the 5 initial ones. So I'm already at like 8 streams per 2 hours. So that's 16 hours of crap that I would have to literally go through. So I might do like a review at the end, but a highlight video is, I don't know, it's just a little bit out of my scope by myself, I think.
May the shadows embrace you.
It's an interesting idea, you know. I do like it. My mind brought something up the other day about, or on the video I commented on the beta video that he had, where I said that I didn't do a video like that because I feel like a lot of content creators went and did exactly kind of what he did in a way. Not saying that like, oh, he's just a copycat or whatever, you know, like his work is great, but I'm just saying I feel like a lot of people, a lot of content creators out there probably made videos like that where they like, oh, this is how I felt about the new elite specs, and I feel like a lot of the opinions were pretty much the same, and I didn't have anything unique to say, so I didn't make one of those videos. I was like, I'm gonna save myself time. I'm gonna save myself time and trouble and not even worry about that and just do other videos in the meantime, because I don't think that I have anything unique to say. But then he brought up a good point of maybe I should just do a highlight video. But then I was thinking as well, like, it was a 5-hour stream. Again, I would have to go through a 5-hour stream. That wouldn't be that hard to do, really, to kind of make a highlight video of that. Go through and just pick those out. I could do that, but then it's also like, at this point, it's been like a few days now. And by the time I get that video out, it will be like 2 weeks after they have been like already done. So I'm like at that point, do anyone even cares to watch it? You know, it's like between those things, it's like a lot of time pressure, you know. I loved those parts. It was really interesting to see. Oh, hey Alex, how are you? Good to see you. That's a different. Do you have a second account? But yeah, it was interesting watching your video because I love the farming spots that you had. I was like, you know, that's really interesting because I didn't think about those things, like, because where I went to like the same places. I actually ended up at some point in the video, you can see it, where all 3 of them ended up in Drizzlewood. Because I was like, this is a good place to farm. But then you had like really great spots to like, oh, I didn't mean to mount. Whoops, sorry guys. Actually, because the C button is right above the jump button. Do you see that? That's inside there. Ooh, I can do this hard. Yes. But it was cool to see, like, you're like, oh yeah, Jacaranda, because they like put a ton of boons and conditions out. And I was like, that is so smart. I'm like, that is so smart. And then you're like, oh yeah, and doing the hydras. I go defeat those hydras all the time for fun, but I never think of like, that is what I could use to measure a good PvE build. I was like, that is so smart. I'm like, God, that's why your videos are so good, because you're so smart. I'm like, I'm dumb. I'm good. My sleep schedule has been still funky. Funky as all hell. I talked about this earlier, but so for the people that kind of missed the way beginning, I talked about this like way in the beginning of stream, but which was only like 15 minutes ago or whatever. But I had 3 junk cars in my yard that I've had sitting there for like, I mean, one of them has been sitting there for 6 years. The other one has been sitting there for a year. The other one for like 2 years, and they were junk cars. They like didn't run or whatever, and I didn't know what to do with them. And I'm not good with cars. I don't have any way to transport them anywhere, so I kind of was stuck with them. But I had a guy buy them today, guys. He came to my house and he bought them in cash. He gave me money, and I'm like, yes. So that was very exciting. So that happened today. That was my highlight of the day. That was the only thing that happened today. Okay. This is not going to work. I'm going to run away here. Yeah, delete the character, make a new character I mounted. It's just like the other day, you kind of get that feeling because I get very serious about the things that I do, the challenges and stuff. And it was very funny. What is that? Okay, it's just a statue. Looks weird on the map icon, or on the map between the two icons. I was like, what's in between there? But it's funny because the other day I accidentally used like Dolyak's signet or something. I accidentally pressed the button on my mouse, and I was like, and I'm like, who cares? Like, it's not like I was even in battle, you know? I was like so in shock. I'm like, oh my god, you know? It's like I'm way too like, I don't know why I stress myself out over these dumb things. So it's like, who cares? I accidentally used the thing. It's not like I'm invalidating the whole run that I've been doing. You know, there's certain runs where that could happen, but in a game like this, I don't think that that's, you know, a thing. Yeah, I love your videos. And you're so funny. I was laughing and I was like, this is so funny. It's funny and you're so smart. Like you come up with like really good things and stuff to talk about. And I'm like, okay, all right, I like this. So it's really good. So I really hope that you get even more attention on your channel because I think you really deserve it. I think you really do. Hey, Faye. Aw. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Faye. I'm sorry. I totally know the feeling of that. I was just talking about this earlier where I actually posted on you know, I have a personal Facebook or whatever, and I posted about it how there's an event here, but there's nothing happening. Are they? Oh, they're trying to build, but no one is building anything. Oh, these portals. Oh, I got you. Okay. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But I don't know. I don't know if it's depression or what. Like the other night I woke up and I was like crying. Like crazy, like just crying for like an hour at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, is it depression? Am I overworked? Like, what's going on? Never had that happen before. Trust me, I know all about depression. I've been dealing with depression for going on 15 years now, I want to say. Started around when I was like 14 or so. And never gotten medicated for it, never seen anyone about it, never, like, you know, video games are my coping mechanism, right? They're my escape and stuff. Oh my god, I'm getting beat up by these Steam people. Steam Hulks. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, you know, just... And I don't know, you know, I know there's... Being in the military, I can't imagine possibly what that is like. I feel like there's a lot of... From a perspective of someone that has never been in the military and doesn't have any family in the military, it feels to me like it's almost, I don't know, it's this weird idea that I have in my head where I feel like it's these people that are getting taken away from the world they know and kind of put into like this other place, and it's this very harsh place, whether it's, you know, somewhere overseas or even somewhere around the country, but it's a very harsh environment, and you're kind of like taken out of like everything you've ever known, and you're supposed to like, I don't know, you're supposed to like learn all these things and stuff, and it just, to me, ooh, I'm gonna buy 2 of these to equip once I'm level 32. That is fantastic. I can feel Bear's power. Awesome. I'm gonna go in here and get that. So it's, I can only imagine the things you go through and stuff, and how that changes you as a person, how that affects you as a person, and I just, it breaks my heart to think that that happens to like hundreds of thousands of people, you know, because, you know, and it's, they do it because they have like, you know, not all of them do it, of course, but a lot of them have like the sense of duty. They feel like they have to do this, or some people even think like they have nothing better to do with their lives, and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. But even that, you know, they like risk their lives, and, you know, and a lot of them, get messed up for life, you know, and it's just, and I think a lot of them even get mistreated a lot too. You know, homeless veterans and stuff. I mean, like I said, I've never been in the military. I don't have family in the military, but I'm like, personally, I'm a huge spokesperson for like homeless veterans, like helping them, because I feel like, because I had a huge argument with someone on Facebook at some point because I looked at the like military budget of the US, and it's like 3 times as high as the next 3 countries combined. And in my head, you know, and just someone that's like has no idea about military stuff, that has no idea about like those types of budgets and what that all entails and stuff. But to me, it seems so asinine because I just think to myself, like, I don't know, I just think to myself, like, we have so much money and these people risk their lives and we can't even get them help for after they're done with this duty that they did to their country, you know. It's I can only imagine that it's very hard. Yeah. You know, and I can only imagine how horrible that is, and I just, you know, it's like there's really nothing that, you know, me, that I could do as a person, really. I wish I could do more. But I also think that the government does have the possibility. Like I said, I think they do have the money if they were to just cut some of that budget and help those people that are, you know, ex-military or that, you know, have PTSD or whatever, to like help them through that. I think that's a very important part, you know. It's like a lot these days, and I'm you know, ironically, I'm a pacifist. You know, I don't own guns. I've never been huge on fights. I'm not like a, oh, peace and love. You know, I'm all about like confrontation, but I also think that we as humans are intelligent enough to do most of our fighting with words and understanding each other, because we are the most intelligent creatures on this planet as far as we know. I mean, there could be aliens or whatever, you know, you could do all kinds of conspiracy theories, but as far as we know, we're the most intelligent creatures on this planet. And I think that, you know, I'm like a pacifist because I think that everything can be solved with words and with talking to each other. So, but nonetheless, in the current state of the world, a lot of, you know, there's a lot of still wars and stuff going on, and people fighting, and you know, for people in the military, they pretty much offer up their lives. You know, these people could have completely different lives if they didn't offer up their lives to serve their country. You know, they could do something completely different, something completely way more peaceful, but they choose to serve their country, and they end up, you know, pretty much getting screwed over in the end. And that just, it's a horrible thing, and I feel really bad. So I will show that comment. I'm sorry, your comment was held for review, so I just showed it. I'm sorry about that. Well, that's good, you know, and I know there's a lot of people, I think there's a lot of people that don't like talking about it. I know a lot of people have, like, their PTSDs, like, they don't even want to talk about it anymore. So it's good to know there's people that do want to talk about it. You know, we're always here to vent for people. Like, that's kind of what I'm here for. I want people to, like, enjoy themselves and whatever it is they need. You know, I want to have a good time with everyone, but, you know, I don't know, I just, you know, if I can be there for someone, I will always want to be there for someone. So, but yeah, it's interesting because it's so easy to literally just Google the military budget of the US and just seeing how asinine it is, how much, you know, and people want to talk about things like, you know, last year was huge about like defunding the police, and I'm completely against defunding the police. I think that the funding is just used wrong. They need to reallocate all those funds properly, rather than giving them, you know, military grade weaponry. They should work on like things like PTSD and problem solution and you know, the psychological aspect of being in that. And I think the same goes for military people. You know, you're dealing with you know, once you get out of the military, you're just so messed up from the things that you've seen. I mean, it's like the most brutal thing you could possibly do, and you're just kind of left to fend for yourself. And you know, a lot of them like end up taking their lives and stuff, and it's hard and that's horrible. You know, it's never, you know, we get shocked when we hear, you know, people like, oh, this and this person took their life, and we're like, oh my god. I'm like, but you know, if you think about it, like, this happens to like specifically like ex-military people all the time, and it's horrible, and it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't be like that. You know, they should be celebrated as people that have fought for freedom and stuff. So there's a lot of good the military does, a lot of humanitarian stuff, but the news never talking about this. See, and again, it goes back to like the things about like media and stuff, and it's like, you know, I honestly think, and it sounds so like conspiracy theory, but I really think we can't trust the news these days. We can't believe anything they say, and I choose not to listen to them, and I choose not to watch the news. And maybe, yes, that doesn't give me a very worldly view because I miss out on a lot of stuff that happens in the world, but I also don't like being lied to, and that's what I feel like every time I watch the news. It's like you're just getting lied to nonstop. You know, it's horrible. And that's the thing, you know, when people say like defund the police, I think for a lot of people that don't think about what that means is, you know, that don't actually sit down, that just talks about like, oh, taking money away from them so that, you know, whatever, they can't have these like, you know, they're just overfunded or whatever. But I just think like you need to reallocate those. When you look, I looked it up, I did research on it, how they do like the problem solving, the problem solve, it was like problem solving and like the psychological aspect of like dealing with people that are in that situation, you know, where you have like an armed person but they're not actually like doing anything, like how you disarm that situation and stuff. Out of the 6 months that you go to military school, they only do 23 hours of that. Out of 6 months, they do 1 day of that. 1 day. Like, you can probably split that up in a matter of like 2 to 3 days or something, maybe even a week. If they do like, you know, a couple hours every day, you have like a whole week of your military academy that you spend talking about that. And I think it's a much bigger thing that should be, I can't get this. that should be I don't know, it should be a lot more, you know, that should be like half of what they do, because a lot of those police officers and stuff, they don't necessarily, you know, they deal with those situations all the time. Okay, how are you supposed to do this? Am I doing this wrong? Like, I can't. Oh god, I have fallen all the way down. So but I think no, the police department should have tanks. This is big. When you go to fleet, there's hundreds of hours of training, you end up getting overtime. That's why you didn't hear about base police killing random people. Yeah, and I kind of, like, in a way, I have to disagree with, like, they shouldn't be first responders. I think they can be first responders if they're trained properly. Maybe I should come from this. Oh, and you need to come from that side. I got it. I figured it out. Oh, wait, he made that from the other side that I tried to do 20 times. Great. They're great. Oh, there we go. Nice. Made it. Oh, thank God. Let's go away. I think that if they are trained for the situations, then they can be first responders. You know, so they're being treated as first responders. When 911 gets called for any situations, like, the police is going to be there, like, you know, they're probably going to be the quickest, I'm guessing. I don't know. That's how I feel. But I think they if they're trained properly for these situations, then you know, then they can be there, or they should be there. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's just, I don't know. I just think that that's what they're there for. You know, yes, I know they're not like psychiatrists. You know, they're not coming over there to do that. But I mean, I just think that they just need to be trained differently, and you know, I don't know. So, and that's true. The issue is, I think the issue that you would run into with those situations is that a lot of those situations deal with people being, you know, armed with weapons, right? And the only people that we know that deal with that situation are police, because they themselves are armed, right? So, you know, if things escalate, they can then do what needs to be done, or whatever. You know, they can defend people, or they can do what they need to do in those situations. The problem is that they're not properly taught that that is not the first go-to. For a lot of police officers, that's the first go-to. I was actually, you know, very interestingly, I was watching All American. I've been going through the, what is it, second season, third season, whatever the season is right now, that just came out on Netflix. And I just watched the video, or the episode where they talk about how the black girl gets, you know, she got pulled over, and because she was pulled over on the side of the road because she was drinking. And then, you know, of course it's a show, but it's based off of like things that are happening in like the real world, you know, where she gets pulled out of her car. She was drunk and she didn't want to drive, so she like slept in her car on the side of the road, and the cops like pull her out of the car and end up shooting her or whatever. And that's like, I feel like they're not properly trained. They think that that's like the first and only solution ever, I feel like, in those situations. And I don't know, maybe I don't know enough about it to really have a proper opinion about it. So, you know, I'm kind of talking out of my ass, but yeah, I just think that as first, you know, I think there's like a critical time for situations like that, where when you have those situations where something is going on like that, and you need to like calm the situation and stuff, the police needs to be trained to deal with that. Now, if this is something that goes on for a longer time, where you really have to like really get into like, you know, it's like, I don't know, like a hostage situation or something like that, you know, of course you're gonna have to deal with like, I don't know really. I'm trying to find like good examples of like situations where this happens, because if it's a situation like, I think they need to be trained to deal with something that has like this critical time of where there's like, they need to do it now, they need to do as fast as possible, but they also need to be like smart about what they're doing. Oh, my inventory is full. Congratulations. But then you can also have other people that are trained for something where, you know, now at this point the danger has somewhat passed, but we still need to, you know, have someone that's properly trained in those like psychological situations, you know. I don't know. I just think it's a very iffy situation, but I think one of the, not solutions, but one of the things that might make this a lot easier and a lot better on a lot of people is if they had a lot more of that training, you know. So you know, and I'm not like offering like, this is not like, oh, this is going to be the solution, you know, but I think it would help alleviate a lot of those problems, I think, is what it is. And you know, it just comes down to train. And I feel like, is it just me, like even just talking about like necessarily, like not necessarily police or anything military or anything like that, but I think training in the workforce in anything is incredibly lacking. And to me, of course, I can only speak for the United States. Really, I can speak a little bit for Germany because I did live there half my life. But specifically in America, I think a lot of training is lacking in a lot of positions. I mean, I'm a server, which is like way completely different than being a police officer, right? But I find myself in situations where I have to work under people, or I have to work for people, or I have to work even with people that are like not above me, that are so terribly trained that they have no idea what they're doing. And like I don't know, I find that all the time where I'm just like, is it just the training that like overall? Because I feel like I run into a lot of like, when I go into a restaurant, I'm a server, and I'm not saying that I'm the best server on the planet, okay? I'm a decent server. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a very long time. I know how to be friendly. I know how to like take care of my customers, but I go into a lot of restaurants where I see a lot of people, like a lot of servers that give me inadequate service, like completely inadequate. And I'm a type of person, when I tip, I start at 20%. If you give me anything even like slightly, like you make a funny joke or something, you're already automatically like, and you're good at your job, and you like, you're a fun person to talk to, you're automatically gonna get like 25% at this point, because I know what it's like to be a server and stuff. But like, so many times I go to a restaurant and I'm like judged for being a young person, and I don't do that to other young people. And where it's like blatantly obvious. Like, I went to a restaurant recently, and it was my best friend and her husband, and then their two friends. And the woman that was serving us was like, she did a really crappy job. And we ended up tipping her 20% still, but I'm like, the whole time she was not doing a good job. And I'm like, are you not trained properly? Like, you work for a chain. Like, we were at Carrabba's, and I'm like, you work for a chain restaurant. You should be trained properly. Like, you go through like a week's worth of training. I don't understand that. Every situation is different, but if the cops were trained better, we would have less cops killing people. Also, if they got rid of the qualified immunity, I think cops would think twice before drawing their weapon. If I draw my gun in the Navy and I can't explain in complete detail why I go to military prison. See, and accountability too. You're absolutely right. Workers are incompetent. And going back to what you were talking about, like, you have to explain in detail. I think that needs to happen a lot more. I think, we have body cams for police officers, which I hope, I don't know, is my hope, they use those for training, where they can say this is a good example of what a police officer should do versus what this is a bad example of what someone is doing. Because and these people that are on these tapes, or that are doing whatever, they need to be explaining why they reacted the way they did. Why did you choose to shoot this person rather than tase them, right? I mean, I'm not for like, oh, just go around tasing everyone, but like, I see so many videos where like, someone's running or whatever from the police, and they shouldn't be running. They've probably done something wrong. I'm not saying that all police are bad. There's that good intention still behind everything they do. I don't know. I didn't get that waypoint. But I think like so many times, I'm like, instead of shooting, you can just tase the guy. Why are you drawing your gun? Like, you have a taser too. Like, and that, that might be a better solution in most situations before drawing your gun. I don't know. Yeah, accountability. Yeah, and that's, it's as simple as that. But you will also, so from a service perspective, I will tell you that we serve every day. We see a lot of people, and for trained servers, you can pick out 99% of the time which are going to be your good customers and which are going to be your bad, which ones are going to tip you really good and which ones are not going to tip you really good. And sometimes I'm completely wrong. There are certain people where I'm like, I don't think they're going to give me a good tip, and then they leave me like 35%, and I'm like, whoa, did not expect that to happen. But I always approach my tables like, it's really funny because my boss the other day, he actually, I had a lady who was so annoying. She was, you know, I'm like I said, I'm always friendly to my customers. I try to be nice to them, even when I'm really annoyed. I try to just like, you know, smile, just keep smiling, be nice, you know. And this lady was being completely ridiculous because she wanted to have, we have a chocolate cake at work, and she wanted to not buy the whole cake for the table because that was going to be too expensive for her. Because she would have to pay per slice. It would have cost her like $50 on this whole cake. She didn't want to pay that, but she wanted to have a writing on the cake, have it present, it was someone's birthday, have it presented to the table with the writing on it, like happy birthday or whatever, and then only buy like a slice off of it for that person or whatever. And then we use the rest of the cake. So that alone, that request alone is completely ridiculous, right? So she ends up, so the boss ends up saying, you know, big boss says, sure, we'll do it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I said, you do the writing on the cake, I'm not going to do it. This lady, the whole time, she first tells me that she would like to wait for the cake until everyone's done eating. This is a table of 8 people. She's done eating. There's like 3 other people still eating, and she's like, where's the cake? And it's like a secret. So she keeps on like motioning me to come over, and she's like, where's the cake? Where's the cake? And I was like, ma'am, you asked me to wait. I said, there's still people eating. I'm waiting for them to finish so I have your cake in the back or whatever. She does this probably 3 times in a matter of 10 minutes. So I go to my boss. I'm like, okay, well, she wants this cake apparently, because she told me at first to wait, but she really wants this cake. So we bring out the cake, and I tell her, I said, ma'am, you're not buying the whole cake. I can't put it in front of you. I said, you're gonna have to come up. If you're trying to take pictures, you're gonna have to take pictures with it sitting on the tray. I can't serve it to you at the table because otherwise you have to buy the whole cake. That's policy. That's what I have to do. I'm sorry. So she's all like, so I'm in the back, and she's been pissing me off the whole time. So I'm just like cursing, screaming. I'm like pissed off. My boss is like, oh my God. He's just like, I hope he doesn't say anything bad to the table. So I go back to the table, and my boss is right behind me. And I go back to the table. I'm like, how was everything? And I was like super nice to them. And my boss just cracks up laughing. And I look at him, and he's just laughing. So I go in the back, and I'm like, why did you laugh at me? And he's like, I did not expect you to be that friendly. You're so pissed off at this table. I can't believe that you go out there and be friendly. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Like, be rude to them? That, you know, that's going to just give me even less of a tip at this point, you know? So, kill them with kindness. It's an interesting concept. Doesn't always work, but it is still my policy that I go with. But yes, that's pretty much exactly what happened. See, audit the audit. You might like the YouTube. They go over police body cam footage and talk about. Ooh, see, that's interesting. Audit the audit. That sounds like a really interesting idea. Yeah, okay, I might check that out because I'm a fan of like police body cam stuff. Like watching that, I'm like, oh God, you know, because some of those police officers, they do like I just watch them once in a while, but the ones that I do watch, and I'm sure they probably, the ones that are posted are mostly the good ones, but the ones that I have watched over the years, some of those police officers do like a really nice job where I'm like, wow, he really handled that situation really well, and I get really impressed by that. It was pretty insane. I tip males more only because male service gets shafted a lot. You know what, from what my experience, and this is, you know, purely, I mean, I've only served in the area that I live in right now. I've never served anywhere else. From what I can tell, any service gets shafted equally. They get shafted equally, honestly. The women get just as much shit. You know, of course you would think, because, you know, the pretty woman server, no, they still get shit. They still get shit from the Karens and stuff, so they still get a lot of crap. So, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything, but I'm just saying, like, from what I've experienced, we get equally shit on by a lot of customers. Yeah, you know, I think retail has it even harder because they're on like an hourly base. So, you know, they could be, here's an hour dealing with Karen versus an hour of just restocking a shelf. you know, I'd choose restocking that shelf for an hour rather than dealing with Miss Karen over here. So retail workers have it even worse. I would never want to work retail, especially not where I live. That's a nightmare. Absolutely not. I live in the largest retirement community in the United States with self-entitled, pampered old people that are baby boomers that grew up with the best economy and some of the cheapest people you'll ever see. No, I would never want to work retail here. I can tell you that right now. And where I work, we have a lot of regulars, and a lot of regulars know us personally, and like not personally, but they like, you know, they talk to us and they know us and stuff, and that's a lot of where our money comes from, is that these people come back because they love coming to see us. So we don't get a lot of like Karens, and the restaurant that I work at is a little bit like upper scale. It's not like super high scale or anything, you know. We don't have like, oh, the cheapest bottle of wine is $500. Like we're not like that, you know. But we're pretty up there with price and stuff. So it kind of steers away, because a lot of those rude people, coincidentally, are also cheap people. Believe it or not, that's a fact. A lot of the rude people are also cheap people, so they don't want to spend a lot of money. So we kind of deter some of those rude people too, you know. So I have friends that serve and the guys leave work with no money. Really? Wow. Okay, never moving to Ohio, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what's in Ohio. Is there anything good in Ohio? I don't know. What's good in Florida? Nothing. Don't come here. Stay away. Horrible. I call it the Satan's butthole, because it's really hot here and people suck. I don't like Florida, guys. I don't like certain parts of Florida. But yeah, the area I live in, like I said, oh no. Oh, really? They come all the way up here? I was trying to like avoid these guys so I could get that. Okay, you know what? Bye. We're going down here to go to the village. The channel has good mix of good and bad cops as well as bad citizens. Oh god, bad citizens are the worst. You know, and this, of course, is accredited to me being a white male. Any run-in that I've had with the police has been really good, and I'm not saying it's just based on that. I think a lot of, like, some of it probably has to do with me being a white male. My ex was black, and he got pulled. He had lights underneath his car, and we went to go get pizza one day, and we got pulled over into my driveway, and of course this is last year during all this like Black Lives Matter situation and all this stuff going on, and he's just deathly afraid sitting in the car there. So of course I kind of like try to like, I don't know, use the power that I have apparently. I don't know. I hate to say it like that, but that's what it feels like sometimes. And I'm just like, hey, I'm here too. I'm a white male. This is my house. Because he's like kind of, the police officer was like, why are you pulling in here? And I'm like, it's my house. I live here, you know, whatever. Of course, not, you know, nothing happened. He was just told that he's not allowed to have those lights, which is bullshit. But we were like, okay. He's like, don't let me see them. Don't let me see you with them again. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then he left. So, but yeah. You know, that's funny. Yeah, I used to be the manager too, and I used to be really good at like problem solving and stuff. Like I just knew to like how to handle those old ladies, you know. Like I said, I've been doing this for quite a while now, to the one where I know how to just pretty much talk to these old ladies, you know, where I'm like, I know exactly what I need to say to her to make her happy. So I totally get that point where it's like, oh, you know, yelling at the people. I remember I had a lady that was complaining. We had a gentleman. This is at a different restaurant when I was managing. We had a guy that would come in and do a like once a month we would do a Frank Sinatra tribute thing. Like he was a pretty decent singer, and he would go into our private dining room, and we would book out the tables in there, and they would have like a set dinner that they would get, and he would sing Frank Sinatra songs for like 2 hours, right? This, oh my god, I might die here, guys. This might actually happen.
Refreshing.
Oh my god, I'm immobilized. Run! Oh god, I gotta run away. I'm dead. Guys, this is like my 3rd death, 4th death, 5th death. I don't know. But yeah, so I had a lady one day who comes in, and she, not even like 30 minutes into this dinner, the lady comes up and she was like, "Is he ever gonna stop singing?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, can I help you?" Like, what, you know, I knew she was in the thing and I just didn't know what she meant. And he's like, "Well, he doesn't even sound like Frank Sinatra." And I was like, "Well, that's kind of the point. It's a tribute thing. It's not like he's not an impersonator." And she was like, "Well, he's not very good, and I have friends from town, and I'm trying to have a conversation with them. I can't even have a conversation because he won't even take a break." And I was like, "Okay, well, ma'am, if you'd like to, like, you don't have to be at the dinner." I said, "You're more than welcome to come into my main dining room. It's the regular dining room. You can have a regular dinner if you'd like to. Or you can keep on having that same dinner that you're having just outside the room. Whatever you'd like to do. I have an open table for you. You can chat with your friends." And she was like, "Never mind," and walks away and goes back to sitting down. I was like, then why did you even bother me? Like, clearly you were just trying to be a bitch. And you didn't succeed in whatever it is you're trying to get. Like free dinner. I'm not giving you free dinner. I'm giving you the option to go somewhere else. I've wrangled a couple of old ladies. We have these ladies called red hat ladies. And they all wear red hats, and they're around the area that I live. I don't know if they're in other places around the country. I just know they're around here. And they're infamous for being just completely rude and cheap. But my god, have I had to deal with them on so many times. We're going 5. I can't believe we got cuffed in uniform for going 5 under speed limit. That sounds ridiculous. I've never spoken as much as... I mean, and some of these old people, I just don't get it. Some of the stuff they complain about, I'm just like, you went how many years through your life? And now you're this tired old person that's retired, that doesn't have to work anymore. You don't really have to worry about bills because you're getting like your social security. And I'm not saying that, you're necessarily rich or whatever, but the baby boomers did grow up with like the best economy they could. A lot of them have made a lot of money over the years and stuff, so they're pretty decently off, right? And I'm not saying that's all of them. Of course there's some that aren't that fortunate, but it's like, and now you're like in your like 70, 60, 70, 80s, and you go to a restaurant and you complain about like the steak that was cooked perfectly for you, but then you didn't like it, and you complain about it like 2 more times after we recook it. And this is actually a scenario that happened the other day. I'm actually using a real life example from Saturday night. There was a lady that complained about her steak. It was, what was it? Not done enough? It was not done. No, it was overdone. I don't remember. But then we ended up having... God, I keep on dying here. I'm almost done with this heart, though. So this is getting hard, guys. But it's because I'm like 4 levels above what I should be. So this is kind of dangerous. I want to see how many times I die by the end of it. How many times have I died? But yeah, and in the end, it was like we cooked it for her like 4 or 5 times, and she still was like not happy with it. I'm like, lady, I don't know. The first time it came out, it was perfect. I don't know what. I just don't understand it. I don't think there's ever a situation where I would understand that. The need to complain like that. There's nothing else I can do. I need to do something else. There's nothing to collect anymore. I need more collection items. Maybe on the far side down here underneath the dock somewhere. There's a pirate cannonball. Can I do something with that? I can make it explode. Awesome. But yeah. Yeah, but I will tell you right now, so you can look this up. Finola, who comes into the chat once in a while, who watches the videos and stuff. The Villages is a place of... Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, fun. I just broke the game. I broke the game, guys. What in the heck? I can't... I'm trying to jump. Every time I jump, I do like that. I'm sorry. It's like, we. Please let me go. They're not even attacking me anymore. Let me go. Please. I broke the game. So, what I wanted to say... Well, what I wanted to say, a lot of these villagers don't actually live in retirement homes. There is some retirement homes around here, but most of them have their own house. They live in their own home. Everything here in the villages is golf cart accessible, so a lot of them can't even drive on the road anymore, but they can use their golf cart because we have actual roads for golf carts around here. So everything is accessible with their golf carts, and they get just pampered. They just get so pampered in the villages. They get told that they can pretty much do whatever they want to, and yeah, so that's where a lot of the like shit comes from these villagers. Okay, this is like the Barracuda's trying to come for me sometimes. Ooh, mount up. That's a good idea. I can't, cause I'm in water. I'm in the water, so I'm. Oh wait, skimmer. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm dumb. I can't. It won't let me. Look, I'm pressing the button. I can't press the actual key for it. Nope. Shit. I am the map now. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to waypoint. I know I'm not supposed to waypoint in this challenge, but there's no other choice here. But we saw Bookworm. I just, you know, someone is asking for Bookworm, and I know I saw him like over here, didn't I? I don't remember. I don't want to say I did see him, because I'm not sure. I'm gonna say I... Okay, so one guy can't... Yeah, kill him. Kill him, do it. Alright, do the things I can collect, like, regenerate after a while. Because I really want to finish this hard. Like, I only need to collect, like, 2 more items. But they don't. Is there anything I left up here? Alright, I'm gonna try... Guys, I'm gonna try to do this again. Oh, no! Ah, damn it. I was trying to, like... Ah, they're coming for me. Okay, I'm gonna leave this area because there's nothing I can do right now. Run! Don't get stuck anywhere again. But yeah, if you ever feel bored and want to see some really stupid, look up The Villages, Florida. You'll get a kick out of that. Man, stuff the villagers do. You know, there's a lot of like things going on in the villages, like they do like key parties where they like all meet up, and then they like the husbands throw the keys in a bowl, and the women, the wives get to pick out the keys, and they go home with whichever key they grab, like that kind of stuff. They're all like swingers. You'll see I'm a passive. Yeah, I'm a pacifist, but the other guy isn't, so I get to do that. I get to be like, you go kill him for me. Murder him, kill him, it's over. You're done. So they have key parties. There's things like there's swinger, so there's these loofahs, right? So the loofahs are the little sponges that you use to like wash yourself with, like in the shower and stuff. But the villagers use them to indicate what level of swingers they are, and they put them on their car. And depending on which side of the car it's on, you know, the left side obviously being the driver, which is the husband, and the right side being the wife, you know, being a passenger. So based on what the loofah, like there's different colors of loofah, where like I think it goes from like lightest to dark, where like white is like they don't like to do, like they just do the basic stuff, and then it goes like down and there's like red, turquoise, like all kinds of different colors. I've seen like charts of it, like there's charts of it that you can look up. But the black colored loofahs are, they're down for like anything. They will do like anything. They're down for like any type of full on swinging, like whatever, like they're down for it. So but you see those driving around the villages all the time, all the time. And it's really funny because when we first moved here, my mom was like, I kind of find that cute, like the loofahs on the car, you know. And then we found out what it meant. She's like, oh my god, she's like, I cannot believe that I wanted to put those on my car. I was like, yeah, well, good thing you didn't. Good thing you didn't do that. Yeah, the villages. It's its own little world, guys. I tell you what. I'm an hour from Orlando, but God knows it's a different world when you're here. Ooh, Scrit Burglar. Cool. Bye. Stuff. Whee. So, what can I do here? Can I pick this up? Pick it up. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh my god! I'm a jackalope. My inventory. Okay, let me do all this. Let me just eat that. Get some more space. Oh, I get loot. Yes, thank you for killing him. I get some loot. Maybe I'll get some good stuff. Most passive damage mechanics and traits. So are you considering utility skills too? Because you could say like Minion Mancer, if that's allowed in that whole. I did buy these. I can't wear them yet, so I'll wear them next level. I'll break everything down because I can't wear any of this. Give me some room. Consume these. Consume. There's a few parts actually that I like in Florida. The Tampa area is pretty nice. There's a lot of nice areas around there. Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg and stuff around there. It's a vacation-y spot, so it's a little bit pricier around there. Destin, Florida is beautiful. Has beautiful people. I mean, I don't know how they are personality wise, but they're all very beautiful people. It's again, it's like a resort kind of town. Beautiful clear beaches. If you want to see some really nice clear beaches, Destin, Florida has some nice stuff. So those two places are probably my favorite out of all the Florida stuff. I have not been to Key West. I've heard that like gay scene down there is like really nice. I haven't been. I'm gonna go at some point in my life, but well, so as you guys can see in my poll, and I think Mind is correct in Mineral Springs. I've heard of it. It's close by, but I haven't been. Can I do steal rum? I can steal the rum that finishes the heart. Do I get enough rum to actually finish this heart? Pacifist run but spicy. Pretty much the ranger challenge that I'm trying is pretty much like, I think mine has like the right idea, where I think that's like, because that's what the Pokemon challenge would be. It would be that I take all my passive signets, I take all the trade lines that I have to deal with, like the beast mastery stuff, you know, the nature magic where, you know, the pet gets like extra health or whatever, you know, and that would be the run without using a weapon or even using my signet skills, and just having my pet do everything for me. So I think that's probably the easiest one to do. And like I said, you could do a minion mancer. I mean, you could do, because like I do, like, there's a trait on the warrior where you like
Refreshing.
damage on dodge, and you could have like an endurance, like vigor endurance build where you like, you just base everything off of getting passive endurance, or endurance passively, and then just dodge. But that sounds really tedious. That sounds like it would take a long time to do. So
I can take on the world.
yeah, I think Ranger makes the most sense. Oh god, I'm gonna die again because they're so high level. Escape into the water. How is she attacking me from way up there? Yeah, dumb bitch. Okay, I don't want to run into another enemy. Okay, there we go. I could do this. I could do this event, guys. I should do the event. Yeah, if you want to avoid summons, it would be hard buffing Ranger Pet using Beastmaster. Yeah, I think, and it's not even that hard. Honestly, I've done that challenge before. Not all the way through, I will say that. But I have done the pet only challenge. In a lot of instances, if you get a tanky pet, like a bear or something, or like Arctidus or whatever, they could, it's pretty good. It's pretty good damage. If you really heavily just rely on your pet, it's really, really good. And really easy too, because you literally can just run away. It takes the aggro, and just, you pretty much just hang back. I gotta go up here. Oh, I gotta go around. Interesting as well. Yeah, that's interesting. The only problem that I see with that is you would have to get to that point of having those without using any skills, right? And then you kind of run into what I'm doing right now, where I'm like, I'm not using any weapons, I'm not using anything, and it just kind of becomes like kind of, ooh, there's an artifact. It kind of becomes like a different challenge at that point, because you have to get to that point first where you can use that. I mean, like, because, well, I'm thinking specifically, like, for my challenge, I would do like map completion, and the hardest thing you could probably find in map completion is maybe like hero challenges where you have to fight like an enemy or something. There's like some pretty, like, they're not hard, but for just a pet, that would probably be like the hardest thing to do. But it's still super doable. Is there more? Like, I don't see any treasure anymore. Is there someone in this house? Nope. Okay. Oh, treasure. Is there any treasure? Do we see a crate anywhere? I don't see a crate. Oh, inside that house. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, 3, 4. Wow, 4 in one house. Holy crap. That's where the real treasure is at. Get out of here. The Skelk are coming. Or what are they? They're a Skelk, right? Yeah. Skelk looked way different in Guild Wars 1 as well. I'm sorry. Ibokas are great. I don't know. I'm like a Guild Wars 1, like Nightfall, is when I really started playing the game. So Ibogas to me are like, hell yeah. I mean, Jacarandas were around the same time, but Iboga left a bigger impression on me, I want to say, than Jacarandas did. Ooh, look at that. I'm switching maps. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. I lost the progress in the event. I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb. Oh well, whatever. Hate me. Everyone laugh at me. You get to have a freebie. Bye. Thank you so much for coming. Be well and let us know how you're doing. See you next time. Hi, Red Rob. Can I turn this in somewhere? Oh, Graybeard's Dwida? Is that her? Yeah. Oh yeah, she's right there. Oh, it's a quagga. Oh. Yeah, the Guilders one had some good stuff, but yeah, have a good night. See you next time. I know it's like late for some people. That's what it, you know, all over the world people have like different times. My sleep schedule has been all over the place, I'm telling you guys. Like sleeping, I don't know what sleep is anymore. God, I'm such an idiot. I wish I would have gotten that credit for that event. I wanna gather this right here. But yeah, that's, I don't know, what are we looking at with the voting? So Pokemon Challenge, the first person challenge I found interesting too. Because of course a lot of stuff is like, you know, you could do things like where you turn off, you know, that's the new option. Where is that? Skill highlighting was the new stuff. Disable the area of effect rings and you do like first person. That would be really hard. I think that would be a really hard challenge because a lot of stuff like comes out of nowhere or follows you somewhere. A lot of stuff is like movement based, so it'd be really hard to like do that stuff. All right, let's collect more rum. There's rum up there. Ow. What, this guy? Ah. Okay. I just gotta keep moving, I think. If I keep moving, I'll be okay. Yeah, I think like motion sickness would be like really bad for some people. Okay, I finished this. I'm gonna go harvest those, what are they, carrots? Tap roots. Whatever, same difference. Ah! The wasp is coming after me, so. Yeah, I know everyone like, you know, I... When was I talking about this? Was it the original, like, tips and tricks video? Or was it on a stream? But I'm like, people play like this all the time, and I hate it. I'm like, this is not a strategy game. It's not isometric. I like doing the over-the-shoulder, like, close-up. Like, I have the camera a little bit set high, because I like to see, like, you know, two-thirds of my screen. Because if you have it just behind the guy, behind your character, you take up, like, almost half of the screen like length with just the character being there because you have this as well. So I have it positioned where it's like I can see my whole character. It doesn't really go into the skill menu here, but then I also can see as much as possible of the actual environment because the environment is beautiful, and I think a lot of people miss like actually like looking up and looking around. You can see some cool stuff like. Really neat. Where do I go from here? I have to get up there. Wait, do I go up here? God, it's been a long time since I've done this. Okay, not up there. Ah! Oh, there we go. Got it. Literally figurative. I love it. Cool name. Oh, I'm not good at the game either. We all know this. I'm horrible at this game. I die all the time. I'm really bad at the game. But I have so much fun just playing like this, rather. Like, it gives me more of that RPG feel. You know, I've been playing through Breath of the Wild. I'm doing a run through of that right now, and like just the way this like it feels like that, you know, it feels very reminiscent of like this adventure game that I go on.
Adrenaline surging.
Like I like that. It's a lot more because I don't like this. This to me is not fun. I can't see my character. I can't see the environment really if you play like even like this. I can't appreciate the mountains that are cool like in the back and stuff. Like the skyboxes aren't that pretty in this game. Guild Wars 1 did a much better job on the skyboxes, but even so, it's still pretty to see all that. So I like the exploration stuff. I like seeing like a mountain in the back and being like, oh, I wonder what's over there, kind of thing. You know, that's me. Yeah, and I encourage everyone that's gonna be playing. Yeah, I've seen that in your videos where you're like your stuff is pretty much set up almost like mine. I use my action camera. I don't know if you use action camera. Yeah, it is super more immersive. I did in fact a 1 today. I've been for like half a year. Oh, I don't have. Hold on, I gotta equip. I don't think I can equip them in battle.
Surging.
Great. Okay, can I get out of battle, out of combat, please? I'm running out of bag space, guys. This is not good. I need to stop buying all these. Okay. I'm like halfway across the world. Can I please like not be? Look how far I went. Gee. God. It is more immersive. You died in Fractal 1. What's Fractal 1? What's Fractal 1 right now? Is it still volcanic? What's Fractal 1 right now? I don't remember. But it's okay. People die. I mean, you know, it's whatever. It's endgame stuff. You die. It happens, you know? It's just like, it's part of any game. That's just how it is, you know? It's all about having fun. As long as you're having fun. You know, people get too serious about this shit. People sit there and they get too, like, worked up about the stuff. And they just, like... I don't know, like... They just... I don't know. People get worked up about this. That's pretty much the point. Like, people get too serious about it. It's a freaking video game, man. I'm about to have, like... I'm about fun. I want to have fun. I want to have a good time. You know? And there's lots of ways, especially in this game. That's why, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I got 4 Edens beaten on me, and it took like half my health in a second. Okay, get up, researcher. Running away. Whew. Run away. Yeah, I do too. Oh, I do too all the time. If I wasn't playing a healer, I've been playing my heal brand for fractals. If I wasn't playing that, like, I would be dying constantly. Yeah. Like on my Mesmer, whenever I play my Mesmers are so squishy. You like miss a dodge or you don't use distortion at the right time or whatever, you die. You're dead. Whatever. It's fine. Wow. But you know, the reason, like, I encourage people, and I kind of started this earlier, but I want to finish that thought real quick. I encourage people, when you're playing End of Dragons, kind of do this view, because I have a feeling that specifically for like the Echowild Forest and stuff, we're gonna see a lot of like up in the trees stuff, you know, with the cathedrals and stuff that are going on. There's gonna be some verticality, and when you're in Kaineng, I don't know if we're gonna see Kaineng City. I think we will, some parts of it at least. Like, look up at the sky, because they do a really nice job with like even like making the environment look really cool. And I think a lot of people that play, you know, specifically like this, they just miss out on that stuff. You know, a lot of people play like that. Because I understand, because a lot of like ground targeting, you know, you wanna see the field where the ground target is and stuff. You wanna see the playing field. Totally get that. Well, you know what? And it's really funny that you say, oh, I forgot to harvest that. You know, it's funny that you say that, because something that I've noticed is that when I play, like, most of the time when I play with, like, new people, they play better than a lot of, like, of the veterans, because the veterans try to skip everything. Oh my god, he walked through his house. He walked through his house. See that? Okay. I can activate this. Can I harvest? Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. The other guy isn't. That's interesting. Alright, that's fine. But I find myself like them doing better, like the new people doing better than the veterans, because the veterans try to skip, they try to run through everything. You know, you talk about like the solid ocean fractal, they just run past all the different the floaty guys or whatever, you know, and they just want to run past, and then they fall off because they've been slowed by being in combat and their jump isn't far enough and they die, or they get down because like 5 of them are attacking like one guy all at once or whatever. You know, it's like where new people, they're gonna try to like, you know, play the game and understand what's going on. They're gonna try to fight everything and kill everything. You know, same with the harpies and the uncategorized fractal, where they like knock you off the platforms. Like, you want to kill those, but a lot of the veteran players who just want to like run by because they can't be bothered to just fight these real quick for like a couple of seconds, you know. So I have usually a better time playing with new people because they take their time, because they're learning. They want to learn, you know, they want to take their time, they want to understand what's going on, and I enjoy that much more. I have a much better time playing with new people than with veterans, really. So yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird concept, because it's like, what's the point of playing a game then? Because you're just skipping to the part where you're getting oh, apparently we're too far. Okay, let's get back up there. You're skipping to the part where you're getting rewards. What's the freaking point at that point? There's no point to playing the game, because you're just getting rewards. You know, at that point you might just log in every day, do your dailies, and not even play the game anymore, because what's the point anyways? You know, the point to me is like, you want to fight, you want to hang out with your friends, you know, you want to like really earn those rewards and really like go for that kind of stuff. And I just, you know, they don't, a lot of those people don't do that, you know, and it's kind of upsetting to see. But you know, that's why, like, when we go as a guild, like when my guild, when we do fractals together, we take our time. We go through, we fight every enemy in the uncategorized fractal, we fight every enemy, and like every other one. Like, we really take our time to we just take our time, you know, we just take our time with everything. I can't believe that I keep on running into hearts where I get like 90% done and then I can't finish them off, so I'm gonna have to go back into the area here and see if there's more I can activate. You know, it's like, I'm about having fun, I'm about enjoying myself and stuff, and you know, I see a lot of, like, I feel like that's where the mentality kind of is coming from as well, as like, you know, raid people, they want to, like, they always want to have meta builds, or a lot of them anyways. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. And you know, and they want to, because they want to go through it as fast as possible, and oh my god, you know, we're taking a minute longer to kill this enemy, like, that's horrible. It shouldn't be like that. It's just like, whatever, dude, like, who cares, you know? I've kind of stayed away from that just because of that. And I think is something that, it's really interesting, because my sister's boyfriend, who is actually my direct neighbor, they live in the house, in my house, they both of them play, but he's very like world versus world PvP oriented and stuff, and I don't really play that stuff. But he talks about how he apparently is in the Discord with like Mighty Teapot and like Muckluck and like all those people and stuff, and like he sees their chats or whatever. I don't talk to these people, I don't know those people, whatever, you know. I know of them, but I don't know them, you know, at all. Like, and he doesn't know them, but he just, like, you know, he has contact with them on Discord or whatever. And he tells me all the time that apparently they talk about like, oh, we need more PvE, like, streamers and stuff like that. I'm like, but like, it's like, but you guys are the ones that encourage the behavior of the community that leans away from that kind of stuff. You know, you encourage the, like, running through as fast as possible. I feel like I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know them that well, so that might not be true. But you know, it's just kind of like I'm like, well, you know, I'm just here to have fun. So if that's what you want to consider, because he's always like, you should talk to them and you should be like, you know, I can be the PVE guy. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I qualify for that. Like, am I really the PvE guy? I feel like there's much better PvE guys out there. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it's like you wipe over and over and over again, you know, and it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna revive that person again, and that should finish that heart. Jesus. Am I gonna get good XP, or am I gonna have to go somewhere else? What am I getting for XP?
Surprisingly helpful.
No, that's good XP. That's good. Wow, we're finishing a lot of stuff here in Lornar's today, guys. Who's there? Oh, Rhyme is here. Rhyme is here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, do they? So, to what extent do they play a different game? Is it just because they play different game modes, or is it because they just? Is it because they have a different type of audience, or because they approach the game differently, or because I don't know. Like, what is it that makes them like? I would never be the PvE guy. I'm too horrible at the game. I don't like, and I know people don't agree with that. Really, like a lot of people are not. This song's really good. I love this song.
I need earth elemental cores. As many as
I know not everyone agrees on this, but I still think like Wooden Potatoes is your PvE guy. Okay, I still think out of like all the people, like he has the biggest knowledge on lore. He has the videos that he makes are still top notch. You can't beat the stuff the guy puts out. He has good opinion, like very articulate. He has good opinions about a lot of stuff. Like if there's ever a PvE guy, it's him. It's him. Like there's no, you know, I mean, and I just think that, and it sounds, I'm not whining here, like I'm not at all, but I just think I'm not popular enough to be the PvE guy, because there's other people that's, oh my god, the earth elementals, they're coming for me, guys. I'm not popular enough, I don't have enough people watching to be the guy of anything. If that'll ever change, I don't know, and that's okay too. It doesn't have to change. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not whining, but I think to be the guy of anything, you have to have like more people watching. So yeah, and that's true. Yeah, it's true. I see what you mean. So they just, I think they play at more things that are popular too, but I think they're also, in that way, they also sway the community into directions that maybe the community shouldn't be thinking, where it's like big meta trains and big world bosses, and those things aren't the only thing in the game. You know, the lore is so good, and I know, yes, they have retconned some stuff, and yes, I know with the dragons rising and stuff, it's some of the stuff is very contradicting to what Guild Wars 1 was and stuff, but overall it's a rich game world. There's a lot of lore happening, a lot of things going on, and it's really interesting to me, you know. And so I don't know, I just think that they have the ability, and they should draw more into those aspects of the world building and of the, and that's why I respect Wooden Potatoes so much, because he has that deep knowledge of the lore, and like he knows these obscure things where he's like, oh yeah, this one NPC in this one random map talks about this one random thing in the lore, like, did you know? And it's like, how the fuck does anyone know? How do you know that? Like, my memory's bad enough for that. So but yeah, it would be nice to have someone like that. Is there, so my question then is, so to kind of go to like actually have a point point in this because I feel like there's not really a point to what I'm saying, but to actually have a point, is there a PV? That's, you know what, perfectly put. I think that's a great way of exactly that, you know. But so you have it exactly right. I really think that's what it is. They're pushing themselves into like one set direction. Okay, well, I'm done with this. If anyone's gonna finish that event, that's fine. I'll just leave it there. So my question is there a PvE guy? Is there someone that you watch for the lore, that you watch for the world building, that you watch for those types of things? Specifically streamers. I know there's content creators that talk about different things. We could actually say both. I don't know. Is there beside, because I don't watch too many, and it sounds really like conceited, like, but I don't have time to sit down and watch videos. I haven't really been paying attention to a lot of content creators, specifically Guild Wars 2 content creators, because I've just been busy. You know, either I'm streaming myself, or I'm working on my own video, or I'm at work, or I'm at home cleaning, or sleeping, or eating, or going shopping, you know, those types of things. So is there like content creator there? Yeah. Boots. I haven't watched a lot of Boots stuff. Does he do like does he do like lore stuff or whatever? I haven't watched any of his stuff really. I've only really seen what's on Wooden Potatoes' channel. I've watched some of his videos. Okay. I thought I clicked the deposit. I was like, I have 2,000 things of garlic? There's no way. There's no way. Nike? Never heard of Nike. There's a bug in here. It's big. Get out of here. Huh? Oh god, I'm dying. I don't know how it got in here. That's Florida for you. Ah! No. Oh my god, guys. I might die here. This is not good. This is definitely not good. They're coming for me, guys. They're coming for me. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to... No. Oh. Oh. Wasn't there a mount here? They're right there. Boots says builds. Okay. Do you draw inspiration from his stuff? Because on like, obviously, I think it's pretty obvious by watching my content that I take a lot of inspiration from what Wooden Potatoes does, because I do think he does a really good job. Whoa, did you see that? Why are you attacking me? I wasn't the one who threw a giant ice ball at you. Wow, they fight each other. It's brutal. Ow. Fight each other. Why are you fighting me? Because I draw like huge inspiration from him. You can see it in the way that I make my videos, that I do a lot of the stuff that I do is, you know, based off of what he does. But I just think that sometimes I have a different perspective on things than he does, a different opinion on a lot of stuff, so that I get like a little bit of a niche out of that. Maybe I just tell myself that, I don't know, but I have a feeling that I have like a little bit of a niche. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, this is... Whew, we died again, guys. That's harsh. But I haven't been able to finish a single Triple Trouble achievement because that event is dead whenever I'm online. I will tell you. Oh, oh. Well, in NA, we have a guild that's called Evos. And Evos does daily Triple Trouble runs, and they go around all kinds of maps and announce it. They go to like really popular maps with a lot of people, and they'll say, hey, Evos is gonna run Triple Trouble, and that's what people know. And usually like an Evos run with Triple Trouble is always successful. They teach new people every single time. They explain all the different things. So Triple Trouble is something that in NA gets run like all the time, specifically with that guild. So I will say that they get done. Okay, that's what I thought he kind of does. From what I remember, that's the kind of builds because, of course, on Wooden Potatoes channel they talk about like, oh yeah, Boots made this build, or I watched the video where he made this build, and I'm like, okay, and they're like funky, weird builds where he like does them like based on a theme or whatever. Um, but that's interesting. Okay, so he does like build videos. Okay, there's a lot of different aspects, to the game that you can do. I like to do, and I appreciate it. I like to do lore videos. I think that Wooden Potatoes has kind of stepped away from that. He used to be all about the lore, right? He used to do a lot of stuff that had to do with the lore. But I feel like, are they coming for? Oh, they're fighting each other. Thank God. But I think he's kind of stepped away from that, and it's become like almost like a news channel at this point, where he talks about, his like daily series that he had, or he still does. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been really able to like watch any of the stuff, but looks to me like he kind of looks at comments from the last video and talks about them in the new video, and he kind of does that like on a repeated basis, and then he talks about like, oh, news were dropped here, or news were dropped here, and I'm like, you've kind of become like a glorified news channel for the things that are happening, where it's just like, oh, this is what I think about this, and I'm like, there's nothing really like. He used to do like crazy theories and stuff, and talk about the lore. I really loved his like playthrough series of Guild Wars 2. That was super fun. I really enjoyed it because I honestly, I don't think anyone could have done a better job at playing through the game and really showing all 5 of the races, the different options that you have. Like, I think he did fantastic. I just kind of, I'm like, he's been promising for like a year and a half now that he's like, oh yeah, season 2 is coming, but it's like, where is it? He did the season 1 video, but then he never did a season 2 video, and I'm like, okay, you say that, but where is it? Like, you haven't. I'm not gonna harvest that. I'm not gonna harvest the carrots or whatever they're. Herb. I don't know why I keep on saying carrots. Keep on saying carrots all the time. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of missed that from his side, because like I said, I just think he has such a deep knowledge of the lore that those videos, I just really appreciated those videos. So but yeah, I don't know, I think there's a lot of stuff you can do, especially with Cantha, guys. The lore video that I'm working on right now, the theory video that I have coming out, you guys already, I mean, if you have seen my videos, you guys will have seen that there was the deep sea dragon theory video, and I'm making like another one, not really based off of it, but it's like almost like a continuation of it, because I just think like Cantha in itself has so many things you can theory craft and talk about the lore and talk about the like different, because out of all the expansions and the places that we have seen in the Guild Wars universe, we have seen like the very first expansion was Cantha, right? And I'll talk about that in a minute. But then we had Nightfall, which was Alona, which was like, okay, here's all kinds of different deserts, but it's all like desert based, right? It's like the Desolation was its own kind of desert, but it's a desert, right? And it's all like desert based. And yes, you go to the Realm of Torment and stuff in Guild Wars 1, which is like different, but again, you're reusing other maps that were deserts kind of thing, so it's mostly like desert themed. Then Eye of the North was like, again, had different settings and stuff, so that was really nice. But then you have Heart of Thorns, which was, and that's for Guild Wars 2, but that was all jungle-y stuff, different type of jungles. We had Tarir in the middle of the jungles with giant golden city in there and stuff, but it's still a jungle. Overall, Tangled Depths is like, you get some caves and stuff, but it's just like in the jungle kind of thing. You have vines everywhere and stuff like that. It's all like jungle based. And then again, you have Path of Fire, which again is all desert themed and stuff. Cantha in itself as a setting is so interesting because it has so many different environments. You go from Xingji, which has like really pretty beaches, to snowy mountains, to this like lush hillside with like really pretty trees and forests and stuff, with the garden I'm thinking of, like the estate was really like pretty with all the different, you know, the menagerie and stuff like that. Then you go to like Kaineng City, which is this like really crazy like city that's been ravaged and stuff. So it's like everything is like broken, and but it's like on stacked on top of each other. But you still have like in between you have like Asian like style structures and stuff like that. Um, and then you go to like back out in the fields connecting the like city to the Jade Sea and the Echowild Forest. Echowild Forest being a forest made out of stone, so it's like a completely like, of course, like the Jade Sea, you know, being a frozen sea is so opposing to the Echowild Forest. So you have all these different environments, which is super interesting, and I think gives a lot of way for the lore and for the stuff where a lot of stuff like in Path of Fire had to do with the desert. You know, a lot of the lore that we got for like a lot of things and stuff I feel like involved like the Jinn a lot, because they were like, you know, those are like the desert things and stuff. So but I think that Kantha has like a really interesting setting and really interesting like maps and stuff, like in Guild Wars 1, where they have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of different things. So I'm gonna go back
I
and
need
get,
earth elemental cores,
oh, she
as
still
many as
needs
you
to,
can find.
I'm getting this, and then I'm gonna go up here and get that, and that's it for Lornar's Pass, guys. I'm scared because I don't know. I'm scared. Who's here? I'm scared because I don't know. I'm not strong enough to go anywhere else. Ooh, this is bad, guys. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go. The time always flies on these. Is it just me? Like, I feel like yesterday we were doing Reba for like 2 hours and it felt like forever. And then today, like, I feel like I've been just barely scratching the surface of doing anything and it's like already over. But we also talked about like a lot of different subjects, so
increases.
interesting things, worldly things. I don't like to get political and stuff, and but I think that those issues specifically with the military and police are something that really needs to be addressed. And like I said, I don't come from a place of like a personal stake in a way. I don't in any of those issues. For the police matter, you know, I am a white male. I don't get those problems, but I understand that they're there. You know what I mean? I'm not ignorant to it. So, oh god. Go invisible. Go invisible again. That worked. Awesome. Well, I can collect more relics. Let's do that because I need the XP. You see this rock? You see the rock is messed up. They placed it the wrong way. They need to turn it. I found a bug. Okay, anyways. That's farming versus playing? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like from yesterday to today? Yeah, see, you know what? And you're right, because I you know, I can completely agree with that, because yesterday was farming and I hate farming. So that's why it probably took a long time, because it's like I was doing something that I don't really enjoy. I wasn't having a bad time per se, but it gets very repetitive and very boring, I think. Even though the loot is like amazing in Reba and you can make a ton of money. And a ton of materials specifically. That's so many materials. Like, oh my god, so much crap that I got yesterday. But I think that, yeah, I think I have more fun with this because I get like a change of scenery every so often. Because I'm like, okay, I'm doing this hard. You know, it's like doing quest hubs in like MMOs and other MMOs and stuff. You like don't get bored because you do like 5-6 quests in like one area, and then you move to another area, and then you do the quest there, and then you move to another area. So every so often you get like a refreshing like oh, it's a new area. You know, I think that's the appeal of like MMOs in general, is like, oh, okay, we really get to explore this area, because like I'm having to do quests in one area and then I move to another one and I really like explore the area, and then I like go to the next area and I do stuff there, you know. It's like very satisfying because you can go through and really get like your completionist going without having it feel stale, because you're not constantly repetitively doing the same thing over and over again. I want to see, is there more chests? I have a feeling there's some chests here that I haven't seen. Maybe? Is that a box? No. I can't see anything else. Okay, well I'm... Oh, there's one. Some lit up right there. It's, you know, it's really funny because we've been having to do Reba for the shovels for the guild hall a lot lately, because you need like a shit ton of shovels for the guild hall. And yeah, and I remember the other day we were doing like, we did like 5 hours of it, and I have really terrible luck, so I only got like, in like a matter of 5 hours, I only got like 7 of them or something, where yesterday I got what, like 17 or something yesterday. Is that what I got? 13, something like that, in like 2 hours. It's way different. But yeah, I don't like farming stuff like that. I don't, you know, people who do that every day, who do like even Drizzlewood, like I usually find myself doing like one meta and then one run through. When I do Drizzlewood, I do all the way to like the Claw of Jormag, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm going for the, I look for the shards of crystallized blood, and then after that, I usually like either log off, or I do a different character, or I do something else. I definitely do not do that again. Same usually with Reba. I usually do like, I go into a map, and if it's like a fresh map, if it's like an almost done map, I will do like that breach and then the fight against the Vine Wrath or whatever it's called, and then I'll do a whole another run. But then for like most meta events, I do like one run of them, and that's it. I don't do the repetitive like, let's do it over again. Like, no, that's not. See, honestly, I haven't done Dragonfall in a very long time, because I burned myself out of that. I did it when it first came out. I did it a crap ton. I did it so much, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I still have like a ton of achievements that I haven't finished there. Like, look at all these. I didn't even get the meta achievement. The Corsair boots, I don't have them yet. Like, burned myself out.
That's
For
about
that
all
map.
the artifacts I can handle for now. But
I'll do it at some point. I'm sure I'll get another character at some point that I'll want to go through there. I don't even have the otter yet. I literally, I have, again, I get burned out after one run through it. And yeah, right here. I'm on tier 3 of 4. I don't even have it yet. I'm not even at the halfway point. I just, you know, I think you can get like, if you're lucky, you can get like the memories of otter, but you get like multiple stacks in some instances sometimes. I'm not lucky enough though. I don't get that. So I always get one. Whenever I do it, I get like out of each chest of each Tribune chest, I get like one. And so what? That's like 5 per run that I get. It's like, oh my god. It's not worth it. I'm like, at this point, I go back to it when I need like materials and stuff, when I have like nothing better to do, when I'm like bored. I'll do like one run of Drizzlewood, because in my eyes, I think like farming that event just to get that achievement done, I'm like, I'll get it done passively at some point. At some point, it'll ding right there, and it'll be like, yep, you just got your 320th memories of Otter, and now you get the collection unlocked, or no, you had to unlock the collection. So it's like, it's done at that point. I think there's nothing after it, whatever. So it's like, I mean, I wish I could get to like 40,000, but it's just, it's not happening for me. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna get to 40,000. I mean, maybe with like End of Dragons, we're gonna get like a whole nother set of achievements and stuff, and I will be doing some of those achievements, but I'm not gonna kill myself over that. Okay, why can't I? Where are those? Do you see them? They're like below me.
You've taken something that doesn't belong to you.
Is that in a cave down below? No, you just swam down there. Oh wait, there is a cave. Look at this, guys. Ooh, look at that. I was like, is there a cave somewhere? Ooh, look, it's Divinity's Reach. And a garden. With a Sylvari character? I don't know who that is. It's pretty. I like that. It's not really what Divinity's Reach looked like. That's the palace in Divinity's Reach. It doesn't really look like that. It's just a concept art, but it would be cool if there was a city that looked like that. That had like this... Because the palace in Divinity's Reach doesn't look like a palace. Because it has that garden in front of it. And then it kind of... That obscures the whole like... palace idea. I would love to have a city with an actual like gigantic palace in the middle that you can like go up into like the highest towers and like glide off of. That would be really cool. I would love to see that at some point. You know, if we go to like an area of the world that we haven't been to, that would be really awesome. Wee. Hop, hop, hop. But yeah, I'll be working on that video. It'll probably be coming out. I'm trying to figure out what to do for the actual video part of that video. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do some like underwater combat, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so that's coming out soon. So that'll be a nice lore video for all the people that want to see those. That'll be coming out. And then, oh yeah, I'm still working on the quality of life thing, and I think for tomorrow's poll. So first person and ranger pets is equal right now as the votes. Interesting. For tomorrow's poll, I'll have more like quality of life changes. Like as a question. I don't know. I probably won't have any options. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll see how I can twist it. We'll see. I'll do probably like the other option as the fourth option, and then I am working on getting my bot working as well. So I have some I do have some stuff that I'm working on with the I'm working with the Streamlabs bot, because ooh, okay, I'm encumbered. Oh, no gathering tools. Even more space in my inventory. Great. Did I level up? I did, but now I don't. Oh, this is the one I had on earlier. Okay. Still waiting to level up. I'm almost there. I can almost wear this. I just need to get past this worm and get that iron over there. Forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. That's okay. Ooh, yes. Toughness, vitality. Yeah. Well, it gives me condition damage, but the toughness, vitality is nice. Sorry, guys. My brain, like, doesn't work, so I forgot what I'm saying. All right, this is nice. Oh, this is 32. I didn't even equip these with 32. Awesome. Fantastic. So I'm getting some space in here. I'm gonna keep that. I'm stuck on the rock. Jesus Christ. There's iron up there. I'm trying to get away so I can equip this, because that'll give me even more healing power, which means the passive here. Because it heals me passively right now for 70. Let's equip that. 71. Look at that. I got an extra. Well, I wonder if I do both, what it comes down to. 69. So each one gives me 1 extra. Oops. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. 1 extra. But yeah. I'll be doing that video. I'll probably be doing I don't think I have a lot of videos with like underwater combat, and I'm not a spokesperson for underwater combat, God knows. I know how bad it can be, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go up here, guys. I think I'm gonna go up there into that area. But yeah, I think kind of like, because we talked about this yesterday, where like the Trident and stuff has like different abilities on the Revenant, so I might like showcase that for the it's not gonna be a quality of life video, but it's gonna be for the other one, so I'm kind of gonna do some fun stuff with my Revenant for that. I mean, it'll be mostly pictures anyways, because I've already downloaded like God knows how many pictures. Trust me, the wiki is like my best resource. They like hands down, I could not wish for a better resource. All the pictures that I get, all the things that I post that you ever see in my videos, it's all from the wiki. A lot of it is I do a lot of stuff like myself, where I'm like in game and I use my snipping tool on Windows to like, you know, make my own pictures or whatever. But a lot of it comes from the wiki, so thanks to all the people who do the wiki. They do a great job. But yeah. You offering or bragging? What was the thing? What? What? Obviously, oh, the loot is back. Because we switched maps, remember? So we should be able to... I'm sorry, dude. I can't... Well, I can help you. Oh, you got it. Okay. Good enough. You're only level 30. You should not be here, Rolidia. Unless you're doing a challenge like me. Because they're level 36 here, yeah? Oh, they're all friendly. Because they... Oh, someone did the event here. Awesome. So I got this done as well. Awesome. Let's talk to the person. There's just a merchant up there. Let's see what she's selling. Oh, just okay. Regular stuff. Got it. Glide down to Queldip. See what he's offering. No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm leaving shortly anyways. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be heading out in a minute anyways, for anyone that's still here. It's getting, you know, I'm doing another 15 minutes. But yeah, coming soon. And thank you so much, and I'll see you whenever I see you. I'm getting tired too. Ooh, tomorrow's season 4, guys. I'm excited for that. Is it tomorrow? I don't know. If it's not, we're doing something else. It's fine. But yeah. Oh, I wanted to see the store. Let's look at the store real quick, because I wanted to see what's still in there. So that's going away. When is this going away? Sale ending soon. Doesn't have a countdown on it, though. This is a good axe. So if you have extra money, get that. It's cool. Oh, yeah, they have all these. Ooh, okay. They have all the Arene stuff. Herald of Arene. Unbreakable Gathering Tools. Yeah.
Come here now.
I don't like these necessarily. Okay, am I away from them? Oh no, he came all the way up. Can you leave me alone? My god, Lion Guard, attack. Yeah, thank god. Look at that. Is he gonna lose against a... Is he gonna lose against him?
Ready.
Can I... Oh my god. Can you please go out of combat? Jeez. Oh, let's see if there's anything else. I have 10. I don't know. With the skill, that doesn't. Soldier's focus heals affected allies. That doesn't help me. Warhorn skills. That doesn't help me. For every boon, that doesn't help me. Deal increased straight damage. That doesn't help me. Automatically when you have a number of conditions on you. That's nice right there. So, for implying might to an ally heals you. I don't get might really, but shout skills gain recharge and heal allies. So I can passively have shrug it off with vigorous shouts so that it'll heal me, and then does it actually work on the actual recharge on this? Does it have a lower recharge because of that? So I'm probably gonna work with the tactics line next here. Once I hit 45, I want to be able to get completely right in there and get it all done. Come here now. I can't fight you, so there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Should be tomorrow. Good, because that gives me something new to do. Let's look. This is nice. I mean, I have these three. I don't have these. The leather is something I'm really interested in because leather is always nice. The crystalline claws, I have those. I don't have the diadem though. Diadem is pretty cool. You know, you can really have, I mean, with that outfit and stuff, and with the cape and stuff, and with the new legendary weapons, you can have really this like Oreen character, like everything Oreen. Really have it like champion of Oreen kind of thing. So that might be a cosplay I do at some point. Have like a champion of Oreen. Once we get those legendary weapons or whatever. I don't know. The season 4 stuff? Okay, cool. So that'd be nice. I'll do that tomorrow then. I'll do the what is the first one called of season 4? I don't remember. Daybreak, that's the one. I still haven't done a lot of this stuff. The Griffin stuff, man. I'm good with Griffin stuff now, so I should probably try those at some point. Bloodtide Coast. Yeah, I'm probably going to be pre-ordering the game this week, so I'll be having some pre-ordering the End of Dragons expansion. So oh, there's an enemy here, a Buccaneer Captain. Cool. 46. Oh boy. Oh boy, I want to see what this guy... You, attack me. Where are you going? Attack me. The fuck are you doing? Hey, oh my god, there's 3 of them.
Say goodbye.
I wonder how much damage they do. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is scary. Ooh, this is scary stuff here. Run! I just wanted to come to the haven. Look at them. Ah! Go away, go away, go away, go away. Hey, he's going away. Okay. I'm gonna revive these guys. The outfit is crappy, right? You know, but the thing is with the outfit is you can't have the diadem on. You can't have the other stuff. I don't like that outfit. You know, you want to hear my opinion about all the outfits? Go watch that stream that I had like couple weeks ago. I talked about all of those. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's just like, what is this? You know, ArenaNet has this whole idea of like making everything on the top look huge and then have carrot feet on the men. I hate it. It's so like, ugh. But yeah, I'm mostly thinking of like...
Hey, over here.
Wow, that was creepy. I meant to talk to this person over here. Let's see what I get. Cool, Celestial Exalted Mantle. But I'm mostly talking about like doing it with these two things. You know, you can have like a cool outfit with that, and then you get the back piece there. You know, and then you get like the weapon of you know, the new legendary weapon, and then you can have like other shiny stuff. You could even do the stuff you get through achievements. What's it called? How do you get up there? There's a prospector. Why is there a prospector just hanging out? I don't know. By himself. Hello. Too much rock, not enough ore. That means I'm having special on boulders. It's a weapon, it's a gift, it's a mighty fine footrest. And this, okay, so because I'm charming, this increases my charisma, but it also costs less because I'm more charismatic. This is so archaic, this system. This is like way early on in Guild Wars 2, guys. What is this? I can give him 50 copper for that, or I can pay with karma, and then he gives me a rock. I don't want it, but I just wanted to try that out. That works. Wow, that's so crazy, isn't it? That's so they never changed that. That's weird. I wish they would have done more with that system. Can I get up here? How do I get up there? I can't see. Oops, now I've fallen. How do I get up there? Do I need to go further around? I think I need to... Wait, maybe? Am I dumb? How are you supposed to get up there? This is core. I don't... I'm trying to think of like... Jump up there and then jump down from there? Oh, yeah, up there. I see it, I think. I'm dumb. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out in a minute anyways. And then for next time we can... Ooh, I don't know, guys. I might have to, like, go back and maybe do Harathi. God, why did I stop right where the enemy is? Yeah, I might have to go... Oh, they finished the event. Thank God. Wait, how do I get up there, though? I'm really confused right now. Very confused. I'm supposed to go, like, up there? Or am I looking at the... No, definitely not up there. The fuck? Look, am I looking at this the wrong way? Is it just really easy to go up there? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, it's fine. But I was gonna say, like, you can use the... I think you can go up here, I'm just an idiot. I could kind of walk on this. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm just an idiot. It's fine. No worries. I figured it out. But yeah, as I was saying, you can do the Oreen stuff, and then you can have the stuff that you get from the what are they called? From the achievements. The stuff over here, the Radiant and stuff. You could have that as like, you know, you could do. Preview. Shoulders. Preview, and then you can do... Does this work? Can I do that actually? Oh, it has a different... But, you know, you can have that, and then you can have those, maybe? As, like, the thing, and then you can have that. I don't know, that would be an outfit, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do for the next, for next week, when we're playing this, I might go to, like, a different area just to level up some more, because doing this is too dangerous. I'm still even too low to do Dredge Hunt, and Dredge Hunt's gonna be a pain in the ass anyways. So we might start off like maybe doing Kessex, or I might do Harathi, because Harathi is super fun and it's a big map and there's a lot of stuff to do there, and there's that cool jumping puzzle in the back that I really like to do, and that's going to be better XP than Kessex, and it's not that far because I just have to travel through here, and then I can you start there? Yeah, you can. So I can start there or there. I usually like starting here. And then we can do that. So that's gonna be next week. Tomorrow we're gonna do season 4. I'll do maybe that first episode. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll be in Istan. I'll be running around doing some stuff there. Ooh, I don't have the right stuff equipped. That's not good. So dark steel. Okay, dark steel isn't good enough anymore. Well, yeah, I definitely shouldn't harvest then. So let's not do that. I'm gonna find safety inside this house. Ooh, look at these pictures. What is that? That's a tree. I don't remember this particular. This one I do remember. Some of the concept art is so beautiful and they don't use it often enough. You know, the ones for like the missions and stuff are so like random because they never get used for anything. There's no real inside to this building, is there? It's just this one tower? It's weird, I've never explored this before. Wait, how do you get to the Oh, there is an inside down here. Oh, and it's just this. Interesting. Hi Raygun, bye Raygun, because I'm about to leave. But I'll be online in a minute, like just regular. I gotta work on the video at some point too tonight. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Whoever hasn't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Ooh, first person is winning on this poll. Okay, well, I might consider doing a first person. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how I want to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's going to be a long time. I'll do this poll more often. We will see how that goes. What people are voting for. Ultimately, I'll do this poll more often and then we'll see. But yeah, I'd be interested in doing a first person. Like I said, I just feel like, you know, running around like this, some people would get like motion sick. And some of the skills actually, like, because I would be using like some kind of pistol or gun, and they kind of obstruct some of the, because they have like the explosion thing when you shoot, they like, and then it's like, maybe it's a little bit annoying to have that the whole time, but it's kind of cool because you can really look at like the models of different things, of the enemies and the people and stuff. Wow, I'm really tall because I'm a Norn. I'd do it on a human. It would feel more natural on a human than a Norn. We could even do one, you know what would be interesting? A run without having a UI. So that might be something in the next poll. So I might kick out no traits, leave the no utility skills option in there, and just say, what about no UI? So I don't know where I go. I don't know how much more is left of the heart. I don't know anything. So I just kind of go around and do whatever. But that would have to be with weapons. I couldn't do it like that. But just like kind of going around and doing whatever. I don't see... My health would be based on the border stuff. That would be an interesting one. So I don't know. Oh, there's a daily jumping puzzle here, guys. There's a really cool cheese you can do for it. And you kind of have to have like a Springer and a Griffin for it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm heading out. I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever you come by next. And like I said, there will be a video coming up on the channel at some point, probably this week or next week. A lore video. So I ask that some of you maybe take the time to watch that and let me know what you think, and I would really appreciate that. But thank you guys so much. It was fun as always. We had some great stuff we were talking about. Thank you, The Cresting. Thank you, Mind. Thank you, Evolution Ground. And, of course, Faye, who left earlier. But and Raygun, as always, of course. But, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.